Hello my friends, hello my dear subscribers, hello to everyone who loves so much the art of the perfumery. Today I would like to share with you my impressions from one perfume which is a real symbol of so many generations of women already. Which perfume I want to tell you about? Blue Grass by Elizabeth Arden. Simple, yes? Amazing perfume which I found 1 year ago. Our friendship, let's say this way, didn't happen immediately, but I liked it. I wasn't very sure what attracts me in this perfume. Now, 1 year later, more than 1 year later, now it's winter season and this fragrance opens on my skin in divine magical way. Very beautiful fragrance. This fragrance, Blue Grass, it is not representative of the contemporary fragrances. This fragrance is not typical representative of the nowadays perfumes, contemporary perfumes. It's, we can say retro, but it's still very actual perfume. It sounds very actual even today. It has been created in 1936. Nowadays we can find this perfume also like in powder and like the stick creamy deodorant. Amazing perfume which in my mind invokes the following magical picture. At why Blue Grass? Let's see why. What is the picture? Very early in the morning, when the evening, the darkness of the evening already makes its steps back and the first sunrises on the horizon are just showing up and telling to the new day, hello. One very interesting and mystical moment of transition when that part which is still under the darkness of the evening has not real but very strange colors. We see in that part the grass like blue, it's not in its real color. We see the trees and the other flowers. They look the same, but something there is not quite right. And in the moment when the evening finishes and the first sunrises and light are coming already to greet and to meet the new day, then we see everything instantly in the nature in its real colors. Then from blue, the grass is turning into green. Then from this dark strange colors, the trees are showing their crowns into very nice vivid green, and all flowers around are showing their true real colors, something like that. Amazing mystical moment of transition where the illusion steps back and gives place to the truth. Yes. This fragrance is very rich. It has character, it has message, it really draws picture. Let's see how the company represents this fragrance to us, what the company tells us, to us. A fresh feminine floral bouquet with spicy woody undertones. Opening a bottle of Blue Grass is like an instant trip to the countryside on a warm summer day. Yes, summer day. But how beautifully it appears, this amazing fragrance, how beautifully it appears in the winter. Amazing. So, what I feel here, how it opens on my skin. Amazing first notes. You know, I feel something like bergamot, some very delicate, thin, citrusy note, which is like the very first sunrise, which is coming to greet the new day. But actually there is floral combination here, and it's so harmonious and compact that you cannot say exactly, oh, here I feel rose, and yes, I feel it very, 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 very clear, or this is lily. I feel it very clear. Now everything is so compact and so harmonious. Amazing. You know, the same like in Peony Splendida in my previous review, in this fragrance also, the top notes are lasting between 10 or 15 seconds on the skin. Actually, that's not something bad. It's interesting, nice, pleasant game of this fragrance. Of course, when you go outside in very cold temperatures, they're, let's say, reviving again. You still are able, they're hidden there, you're still able to revive them, to turn them back, to call them back to show up, but of course also for a short time. Yes, the fragrance is already into its heart. What I feel in this heart, I feel clove and green notes. Also on the top I feel green notes, but they're different than what we understand green note. But they're like, the common impression is like that we listen some green notes there, we feel them, but they're more like fresh green, something really greenish, natural. But in the heart it's different. Okay, let me tell you why. I will read for you now the notes of this magical fragrance. Top notes, what we find here: rose, jasmine, lily, lavender, geranium, orange blossom. Heart notes: vetiver, clove, bay leaf. Base notes: sandalwood, Virginia cedar, musk. So, let's say again what exactly I feel in the top note. I mentioned bergamot, it's not mentioned here, but anyway, there is impression for that note there. And because I like to make notes, to be really more precise and accurate, I will allow to myself now to tell you what I wrote there, what I mentioned. What I wrote there, yes. So, for me, yes. So, the brightest notes from the group of the top notes on my skin are orange blossom with its magical sweetness, geranium, jasmine, and lavender we feel from time to time. It's interesting note which appears from time to time, which is making the common impression during this 10-15 seconds like more vivid, like if it's changing something they're posing. Really, this group of top notes has very interesting game. Yes, it's 10 to 15 minutes, but it's very impressive, very very loudly and very beautiful. All of them are so harmonious and compact that you really, really enjoy this first initial splash of the top note. And what I feel in the heart of this perfume, as I already said, I feel clove, carnation, clove, red, fresh blossom, amazing. It's really so natural here. And also I feel bay leaf. It's a little bit bitter, yes, it's green, there is also a green note here, but you know how in the nature this green leaf, how it smells, bay leaf, amazing. And also there is something very bitter there, which is because of the loveliness and calmness and the creaminess of this clove, this bay leaf is more tamed now. Amazing duo. Yes, the vetiver. I wanted to say something to you about the vetiver. Vetiver is somewhere there. We feel it, but it's not so dominant. The carnation here, the clove, it's more. Actually, you know, the company says clove, but I feel it like carnation, exactly as I described it. This red, fresh, full of life flower, which smells so amazing. Exactly this kind of scent you can feel here. Of course, in tandem with the bay leaf. Amazing, very interesting tandem. It's giving the main character of the whole fragrance. You know, this is what really makes this fragrance so unique and so there is some individuality here. There is something what really we cannot meet the same way in any other fragrance. Masterpiece. So what I feel, how this fragrance opens on my skin with its base notes, how the base sounds on my skin. So from the base notes, musk. I don't feel the musk here the way I feel it in many other perfumes. The musk here, if it shows up, it's very tamed, very calm. It's like almost invisible foundation base, quiet and nice, which is somewhere there, but you cannot feel it on first positions, let's say this way. Tamed, everything is measured perfectly into the composition, into the group of the base notes. It's very calm, very quiet, very delicate. Sandalwood, yes, also Virginia cedar we feel here, and sandalwood. Sandalwood, definitely here, but you know, there is one sweetness of the sandalwood. Yes, it smells like the sandalwood note as we know it, but it's more natural in this scent. It's very natural how it really smells, and the sweeter. But what is the common impression from this fragrance? Even the base we don't feel so, we don't feel it like third phase. All the time we feel this warm heart, this pulsing, this living heart of this fragrance, this lovely perfume. Carnation and bay leaf. And everything else is around, like if they're queen and king, and all nobilities are around them, just waiting for the conditions to change. We're going outside, we're changing the temperatures, especially on fresh air, cold air. You know, the top notes are coming back, they start their game again, something like that. So this is amazing fragrance. The love with this fragrance doesn't happen from the first moments, but if you love and like classical fragrances, then there is chance for you to understand very soon this fragrance. But when I say classical fragrances, I don't mean this direction of classical fragrances which have 3 modes or 3, but the other one which has sandal and sweetness of sandal, and also carnation. Let's say like floral and floral woody, but with some delicate sweetness. You know, this kind of impression you cannot find in the fragrances from the last decade. Yes, this is something unique. I supposed, of course, since 1936 that maybe it has been reformulated. Those ladies who are who have the real chance to use this fragrance from so early years. Only they can tell us if there is some change here. I can only suppose that there is some reformulation, which is connected with some regulations, but you know, even if it's that way, I can tell you that I feel this fragrance very interesting, very authentic. Its message, most probably its message has never been changed. There is message here, there is picture, beautiful picture which I draw in words to you of this so magical transition when the evening makes, the night already makes its steps back and gives the place to the new day, new dawn, new life. Amazing perfume. Maybe this one have chance to be chosen from you like the one, or just the one from many, which can be your perfect signature fragrances. Who knows? I can advise you, if you see this fragrance, if you have a chance to test it on your skin, just do it. It's unique, it's different, it's really different. It's something what we inherit from so many years, decades, and I think this is something what will stay. Beautiful fragrance with message, story, with picture, really lovely scent. Thank you very much that again you gave your attention to my video. I hope this review was also really interesting for you, and I would be very happy to listen your impressions and even your memories from this fragrance. And maybe some of you who are watching this video now, maybe they were really so lucky to know this fragrance from many decades ago, or let's say at least 20 years ago. I really want to know how it was that time. Is there any big change now? If someone can answer these questions, please do it. It will be interesting not only for me to know this answer, but I am sure to many other people. Thank you very much once again. See you in my next video.